Hey guys, it's Tina Marie, and I was just watching this video and it came up on my YouTube, and when it was about an age gap relationship, coincidentally. If you know me, leave me alone, okay? Anyways, so it came up on my YouTube and I started to watch it. It was about talking about age group relationships, obviously, and how people just don't care what people say, and how they make love work regardless of how old they are. Got hair off. So I was watching this video, and it was talking also about how they have this Netflix series called Age Gap Love or something. So me being nosy and wondering what people are going through, I clicked on it, and it made me think, like, it's not okay, it's not weird, but it's not, like, because I don't care. Like, if you want to date somebody who's your grandfather's age, then go ahead, be you. Like, I don't think somebody should be judged by who they date or who they want to fall in love with. Like, if they want to fall in love with somebody that's 30-something years younger, 40-something years younger, as long as they're of age, like, why should you care? Like, why should you feel the need to input your opinion, like your bad opinion on somebody's relationship when it's not yours? Like, if you're not sleeping with somebody or having a relationship with somebody who's 4 decades younger or 4 decades older, then why should you care? So as I was watching this video, they were obviously talking about how people will react in age-gap relationships, like how people will stare at you and all this mess, and how they are holding up and how they are going about their relationship. And what I admired the most is how they get treated so badly. Like, they walk around holding hands, kissing, and they can't even do that without some scrutiny. And it makes me angry, because I'm like, they're just in love. Like, they're just in love, just like you're in love with your same age partner, or 2 years older, 2 years younger partner. Why should they get judged and you're not? Like, why should, like, oh, because it's normal, because they're supposed to be with somebody their age? Like, if you fall in love with somebody, you can't help that. Like, you can't help who you fall in love with. So it's like, if you want to fall in love with somebody, why can't you? Why do you have to be scared to go out the house? Why do you have to be scared to be looked at a certain way, or feel pressured into loving somebody that you don't love? Like, getting married to somebody that's your age, but you want to be with somebody who's twice your age. Like, that's not fair to people who want to be in love. Like, if you want to be in love, leave them alone. They're happy. Why can't people be happy in the society nowadays? Like, it's different if you were like 14 and the person was like 25. That's disgusting. I'm not condoning that kind of behavior. I'm not condoning pedophilia at all. I'm just condoning, if you're 19 or 20 or older and you want to be with somebody who's 30, 40, then be with them. Like, you are allowed to be with who you want to be, as long as it's not illegal, as long as it's not against the law, then it's okay with me. So me personally, I have a stepdad who's 48, I think, I don't know, and I walk around with him all the time, and people stare at me and him and literally come up to us and ask us, do we date? Like, are you guys married? Are you guys in a relationship? When we sit down to dinner, they ask the same thing, like, are you married? And we're like, kindly, like, no, like, we're not. He's like, this is my daughter, and we're just trying to have like a good meal, like, do you mind kind of way. Like, so honestly, me personally, I'm not into PDA, so I wouldn't be like frolicking and holding hands in the mall somewhere with, if I had a freaking 50-year-old man, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be doing that anyway, because I'm not into that. But if you happen to be, it's okay. Like, honestly, if you're in love with someone, you shouldn't care what people think. Then also people are like, well, how am I supposed to explain you to my family? How am I supposed to sit you down at dinner when my kids are older than you? Like, honestly, if your parents, parents too, for the younger person in this situation, if they're younger, if they love you, they would understand. Like, if you're happy, if they only want you to be happy, like, of course they're going to be like normal parents, like parents that really care about you, or family that really care about you, will not be okay with it for a little bit, because who will be okay with that at first? Like, you're telling me that mom is the same age as you, but you want to go ahead and got like a freaking 19-20-year-old like female. Like, what's wrong with somebody your own age? You know what I mean? So of course they're going to be upset about it at first, but I'm sure if they love you, they'll come around. And if they disown you, then they don't really love you. Like, they want you to be happy, and if they want you to be happy, they will be okay with it, but maybe not at first. So if you're going through something like this and you want a relationship, like, not talking about no sugar daddy or no sugar mama, not talking about like that, like, if you're truly in love with someone that, you know, that's not your age, or 2 decades older, or 2 decades younger, or even more, like, don't be afraid to pursue the situation because you're afraid of what society may think about you. Like, society's gonna judge you either way. Society judges people who aren't the same color, like white and black and white. Like, they judge either way. Like, female, male and male, they're gonna judge you either way. Society's gonna judge you. They're going to, either way, if you're right or wrong, society's gonna judge you, and you have really you can't get out of it. So life is too short not to do something with people you love, like, not to pursue the person that you like, not to pursue somebody who you really think that you would really fall in love with and get married to. Like, that person that you work with that you think is way too young, or way too old for you. If you sit down and talk to them, you never know. Like, you're wasting time worrying about what other people think about you. And if you really loved them, like I said, you wouldn't care. But because you care so much, that's exactly the reason why your life is not the way you want it to be. Because, look, me, honestly, I would care to a point. But then again, you gotta realize, I'm happy. I'm not doing this for you. You're not marrying this person. I'm marrying this person. So you shouldn't have to worry about what I'm doing, who I'm doing, and why I'm doing it. So don't be afraid to talk to that person that you think might be too young or too old. They might like somebody like that. They might be waiting for you to talk. So in the meantime, do what your heart feels. You know what I mean? Do what you think is right. Like, if you think it's right, then it can't be wrong. You ever heard the song Him and I by whatever freak their names are? Nothing's that bad if it feels good. If it feels good, like, it's not that bad, you know what I mean? As long as it's not illegal. And I mean, people are going to be hurt by it. People are going to be like, oh my god, like, that makes me uncomfortable. But let them feel like you're not uncomfortable. You like I said, you're going to get stares, you're going to get all this other nonsense, but it's not them. It's not them in the situation. They don't have to worry about it. But I'm done with this topic. It just made me, like, I haven't made a YouTube video in a long time, but this is the video that I want to make. And I just want to say thank you guys for finally seeing my story, and I love you guys, and I'll be probably back. I'm not sure when, but this really, like, made me angry about how bad society can be. That's like judging people, like that's like judging anybody for anything. Like, people should be happy, and if you have to tear down their happiness, like, what does that make you as a person? It doesn't make you a good person at all. But yeah, and yeah, so I think I'm done, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. And I know you guys are happy that I finally posted a video. I'm so sorry for the delay. It's just, I haven't had anything to post, but this just made my mind like, pew, like, pew. But anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.